Siona God, hello all. Oshisanali, good morning. Wado, thank you for watching. Today was hair washing day. And while I was doing that, I was thinking, you know what? I'm going to talk about not comparing your kids. Because comparing your kids, everybody it develops different, grows different, whatever, learns different. And our oldest, she's going to be 24 years old in August. And then our youngest, he just turned 6 this month. And so it had been a while, since I had reared a child. And I'm sitting here thinking, oh, what kind of milestones should he be meeting and all this other kind of stuff. And I found out that, like, when other kids were crawling, he wasn't crawling. And when other kids weren't walking, he was walking. So when he went to go crawl, he only did it like twice. The first time he did a couple of leg movements, went nowhere. The next time he actually crawled 2 steps or 2 crawls, like backwards, 1, 2, like either leg. And I was like, what is that? Right. And then he went straight to walking. And then when all the kids were talking and like telling him like, I'm hungry, my stomach hurts or whatever it was, he was over here doing some sign language and stuff, but he was talking with his mouth closed. So he was humming everything. And I'm over here like thinking, what is going on, right? I've never experienced that before. I'm trying to like do a deep dive in the internet and I'm like, stop. Okay. So I quit doing that and just looked at everything else my son was doing, right? How he was communicating, was he making sense and all that kind of stuff? Was he trying? Is he feeding himself? Like what all is he doing? And he was leaps and bounds ahead of everybody in every aspect, except he was not speaking with his mouth open. And I could understand every word that he was saying for the most part. Like 90% of the time, I could have a conversation with this kid, right? And he is like 1, 2, 3 years old. And then all of a sudden he starts forming the words. And I mean, now like he's talking a mile a minute for the better part of a little over a year or whatever. Not a little over a year. He's 6, right? Anyways, talking a mile a minute at late 4 to 5 years old, right? But all the time before that, it was mainly sign language, hums, and stuff. So that's called hum talk, and that's completely normal. There's no stimming associated with any of it, nothing like that. I taught him how to read at 3. Like, come on, right? And people that I sent videos to about with him reading, they're like, yeah, that's great, but I'm sure he memorized it. No, because I switched to other books and he could say what they were, but he was basically hum talking still, right? And the brain preps to all the nuances of the sounds and things to then start doing words out of the mouth and stuff. There are people who are super brilliant that didn't talk until they're like 5 years old or whatever it was, right? Late bloomers and stuff. You cannot pigeonhole your kids, right? That's the whole point. Do not pigeonhole your kids. Anyway, don't put that pressure on them. Don't put that pressure on yourself. As long as there's no other things that they are doing that are repetitive and consistent with self-soothing. And I'm not talking about at like sleep time. I'm talking about like throughout the day. Like there's no signs of overstimulation after they've been fed and all kinds of stuff. There's no pickiness. There's no, you know what I mean? Like, don't put those labels on your children. Anyway, don't go hang, till we meet again. Love you, mean it. And hopefully that came across clear. I don't know.